Hello everyone and happy Saturday. Today is the 1st of March. My name is Natasha and this is my roundup for what I got up to in February and what I plan to do in the month of March. So, how are you all? I thought I'd surprise you because I did say that I wouldn't even be seeing you until Monday, did I? Anyway, I completely forgot that today was the 1st of March, so I thought I'd better hop on and show you everything that I've done. There is a couple of things that I've already gifted, which is the Beehive and the garden creature, so you will have already seen them if you'd seen my videos, but I can link the videos down below just so that it goes in line with what I'm showing you to follow on from the month of February. So let's have a look at what we've done. Get yourself a drink and I will show you. Feel free to crochet on your favourite project, or otherwise just a whip that you've not been wanting to tackle for a long time. Why not just dive in and just have a go and see if you can find the love for it. So I'm using my Robin cup today and I've got a cup of coffee. So like I said, there are a lot of or just a couple of things obviously that I'd already gifted, but they did take up most of my February. And although in front of me I have it all, it has been quite I think I have actually produced quite a bit, but maybe not as much as other months. But also February is quite short, isn't it? I say quite short, I suppose it's 3 days short or 2 days short from any other month, but it definitely does feel shorter than all of the rest. So let me show you. I do have it written down, so I will be looking down quite frequently just to make sure that I have showed you or told you about it. So the first things I wrote down were the things that I told you about that I gifted, so that was fine. The Beehive I was working on some of the Wednesdays, as well as showing you on some of my Monday episodes, so that's absolutely fine. Before I do start, actually, I am aware that the room is quite misty or cloudy. It's because I didn't want the big light on that's above my head, and I've had to close the curtains because the sun, as much as I really don't want to shut it out, it was just really bright and I couldn't even see myself in the camera. So I will be doing this and then opening them up again, because what a shame not to have the sun coming in your window. So because of that, it is making it look a bit hazy in the room, so don't worry, it isn't my moan of what my camera is showing you. It is because of the hazy sunshine. Okay, so let's start with my Wednesday videos. On my Wednesday videos, I tend to draw something from my lovely little pot here, and I either do something from my books, that because I'm trying to work through all of the books that I have, or otherwise a pattern from my stash. And generally when I have done a pattern from my stash, it has been the choice of the Beehive to try and get it finished, but I also did do the garden creature, and that was on the week of the 19th of February, and so I did that. And then on the 5th of February I showed my medium billy goat, and that was because I drew from the Once Upon a Time a crochet book. I'm just going to see if I've got it to hand. If I haven't, then never mind, because oh yes, I have. Hold on a second. Just for those of you that are new around here, because I have had some new subscribers, the Billy Goat's Gruff comes from the Once Upon a Time in Crochet book, And I was gifted this from my stepmum many years ago. I no longer have any contact with her now because when my dad passed away 2 years ago, she decided to close the door, which is fine. We're not here to talk about that, but it's just because I was gifted this and I've always wanted to make stuff from it, and now because of my Wednesday channel I am actually able to be able to working through it without feeling obligated or thinking, oh, there's other things I want to make, I'll just do something later. So gradually I am getting through this book. So it's really, really lovely, and so far I have done the little one and the medium one, and I've also done one of the piglets, which you can see just at the top of the camera there, from the 3 little pigs, and I have also made the ugly duckling. So that's that one. And then I have also, on the 12th, I made the elephant and the mole. The elephant and the mole. Oh, they're just so cute, aren't they? Aren't they so cute? I absolutely love it. And when I was gifted the books for these, which I do have the book to hand, so hold on. I'll show you that one too, just for in case you don't know what it looks like or if there is anyone new. Hold on just a minute. Oh, this one is the ocean book. Where did I put the animal book then? Here it goes. And this is the mini amigurumi animals book. And again, when I was gifted these from as a gift from my teachers, I had both of these gifted to me, and they're just so lovely just to do a quick make. And it also helps when I draw out this, it is very quick that I can whip up a couple of them, and obviously then the more I make at each time, the quicker I can finish the book, and then say, yay, I finished it. So this is a book that's also very good to work from, and that is where the mole and the elephant came from. So that's that one. And then the garden creature, which I gifted, like I said, was the 19th, and then last week was the 26th. And I did the bunting. Now that was only because it was a quick fix from the book, which again I do have here, the circus book, Little Happy Circus, and I ordered some yarn because I didn't have some for the thing that I wanted to make, but it didn't arrive on time. So for a quick fix and something that I was going to be in time for the Wednesday video, I made bunting. That's always good to make, either to decorate my little cubes. Oh, I'm going this way. Sorry, my direction isn't very good. So yeah, I did this just as a quick fix for my Wednesday video, and then it meant that I was still working from the book and keeping to my own rules of the Wednesday pick, really. And then when I draw it back out again, I will be able to then do what I wanted to do because I'd ordered the yarn for it. So all in all, that was my Wednesday makes. And then I have also done, for my 3D squares, I had the peony. There was a period of 2 weeks, obviously, because I went away, that I didn't draw, because I didn't want to be able, to commit myself if I didn't manage to get any crochet done. But these two squares were actually drawn ready for the beginning of February, so I didn't actually show them in my January roundup, and that gives us the peony and the pineapple square, which were okay to do actually. It wasn't too bad. So that was those two. And then I did, before I said that I was going to go off just before half term, and I said that I wasn't going to draw any, if you remember, for those of you that are avid watchers of my channel, I have done the the teapot and the penguin, and so that was the squares for that. So I've done 4 to show for that, and of course the ones that you will see on that I drew last Monday will be shown this Monday, so that will count for my March roundup at the end of March. So that was the 3D squares. And then the donuts. Now, Sally, hello Sally, over at Nanny Moon's Crochet, who I'm always barking on about. She is doing the donut cal still, with a donut book, and she had 1 week off because of the loss of her dear mum, which was fine, and well, not fine, but it was fine that we didn't have any donuts to do that week. And so there's 3 to show, and I apologise if I sounded a little bit flippant there, but it was nothing intended. And then we did the cow, the giraffe, and last week we did the fish. So this one I don't really want to talk about, because this one was quite an embarrassment with only a little bit of icing. Who would want a fish donut without having much icing on the top? So I disgraced myself, but it was just the way that the yarn worked up, I'm assuming. And so, like I say, we've done 3 donuts as well for the month of February, so that was really good. And then I have my Nature's Walk, which is my my Friday videos, and my Nature's Walk weekend series is every other Friday. I'm sorry if I'm saying quite a lot. It's just something that I fill in with, and I am aware that I am saying it a lot. Anyway, the Nature's Walk weekend I do every other Friday, so that I can get 4 squares done. Well, that is my aim, to get 4 squares done, and generally that's 2 a week, but last week I had the last fortnight I had awful trouble and only managed to have 3, because the first one that I didn't work up in the right hook size, and I was gutted because it took me ages and ages. But then I did speak about that on yesterday's video, so that's fine. Anyway, so the first 4, which I did a fortnight ago, was the wheat. Sorry, I had to remember what it was called then. The wheat, buds, butterfly, and the sunshine. And then the North Star, which is the one that I had issues with, which doesn't count because it's not big enough, but I have done it, so I'm just going to show you anyway, because it was done in February. And then we've got berries, and then we've got blossom. Actually, it's quite a good shape, isn't it? You can see the shape better now that the curtains are closed and it's a bit more defined. Anyway, never mind. And then gates, and this is my favourite so far because it's super easy and super lovely and just amazing. And also, Chris did say over from Loopy Loop UK, which, hi Chris, she did say that she was going to do a cardigan in this pattern, which I think is going to look absolutely super. So well done, Chris. I look forward to seeing that too when you've managed to make a start on it. So that was really good. So that is my lot to show you for the February, and I didn't think that that was too bad. So now I'm just going to talk to you about my March, because I haven't written it. I've just written the February and I forgot all about March and what I wanted to do, but I know it off the top of my head, so I can talk to you about it. So in March, I want to be able to have started 3 of the 5 baby blankets that I have to make, and I then will have the 3D squares to show you still, because that's ongoing. I will have my Wednesday video contents to show you, which of course I can't actually tell you what they're going to be because I do draw it out from my pot, but I will have those to show you, and I will have 4 donuts, and I will, well, let's just say donuts in case anything happens and we don't manage it or anything. So we'll have 3D squares, some donuts, the Wednesday video makes from the What's Next Wednesday series, and then hopefully I will have another 8 squares, all being well, from my Nature's Walk weekend Friday series as well as anything else that crops up that I decide that I'm going to make. The reason why you haven't seen the square for February from the Jada in Stitches Unblanket Cal is because I put that to one side, because as much as I enjoyed doing the tapestry part and actually, you know, making things and sticking it on, I want to focus on other things. I've decided that I'm just going to do that at any point. Generally with her things, I really love them, but I do them at a later date rather than currently, because I feel like I won't be able to keep up with everything else that I'm doing. And so you won't be seeing that. But, oh, I digress. Hold on. Let's just go back to February, because it's the birthstone Cal. I can't believe I've forgotten it. The birthstone Cal, I am doing corner to corner blanket panels to be able to make a blanket, and then I will probably end up donating it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I figured that it would be a lovely idea to just make a big giant blanket and only focus on a square at a time, and I think that would be absolutely lovely. So this is also what I managed to do in for my February as well. So skip forward to March, and I will obviously also have completed the Birthstones Cal blanket square as well. So you will be seeing that in March. Is there anything else that I want to do? No, I don't think there is. I am hoping to hear whether we are going to be moving house. Not actually sure whether we will or not. We have been put forward for a house so that we can downsize, which does mean that I will lose my craft room, but it doesn't matter because I can just use my bedroom always like I did when I at the very start of Hooks and Stitches. I always use my bedroom, and so if I have to go back to that, then so be it. But I just feel like I have got itchy feet. We have been in this house now for 12 years, and as much as my girls have a room of their own now because we have space, I feel guilty for holding a larger house for someone that does need the house, because growing up, let me just give you a little bit of a backstory. I have 8 children in total. I have 4 stepchildren and 4 children of my own. And before the children, my last 2 girls, Yasmin and Sienna, who you have seen on my channel quite before now, I had those 2 with my husband. I had 2 previously and he had 4 previously, and so we always needed a 6-bedroom house, but the council houses, they make 6s but very rarely, so a lot of people, if they've got a 6th, they don't like to give it up. And so we were always in a position where we were always 1 bedroom short all the time. And so I feel guilty keeping hold of a bedroom that we don't really need just because we are using it. And it would stop someone else from using it that is in dire need. So we kind of, we said that we would downsize. 1, because we were hoping it was cheaper. And 2, because it would be just fair. But the problem with that, in the house that we are looking at, that we're awarded because we were bidding on the Devon Home Choice, that is a lot more expensive than what this one is. So we're toing and ating at the moment and trying to work out whether it would actually be worth it. Because as much as I feel guilty for keeping hold of a room that we don't actually need, and that with the bedroom tax and all the rest of it that goes with it, if it's cheaper to stay where you are, it makes sense monetary wise than it does for any other reason. And so I'm playing mind games with myself really as to what to do. So I don't know, but I just feel like a change, and I feel like I just need to kind of sort that out, in my own brain. So I don't know, but we've emptied the loft and there's lots of things in my craft room now to make it absolutely full up, and I feel a bit squished in once we get sorted out, and then we're just gradually trying to sort it out so that when and if we do actually move, then there'll be a bit less each time. So amongst all of that that's going on the outside of my life, I do still plan to keep on going with Hooks and Stitches and grow it even more. I've got 805 subscribers so far, and so I've only got 195 to go before I get monetized. So I am looking forward to that, so that I can spend some more time on my channel and make it worth it. And hopefully then eventually in a couple of years I might even be able to do it full time and not worry about my job. So who knows? But that's the bigger, wider, my bigger and wider aims in life. But we will see. So I am going to go now, and I will see you definitely on Monday now. But this is Saturday the 1st, and as soon as I upload it you will be seeing it, and it's 5 to 11 now, so maybe about lunchtime you'll be seeing me. So take care everyone, and I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye my lovelies.